Hello English learners. Finish what you're doing and please pay attention. I have something important to share with you. Stop whatever you're doing right now. You can finish it later. I've got a promise for you. I promise that by the end of this short video, your knowledge of the verbs stop, end, and finish will have dramatically increased. Because in this video, I'm going to teach you the rules for these verbs that are commonly mixed up so that you can always use them accurately and confidently. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode. Let's get straight into it. So we can use the verbs start, finish, and end in similar ways to mean to come to a stop. However, most of the time they are not interchangeable. They have different grammatical structures and different meanings. We use finish to talk about something that has reached a conclusion. When we stop doing an activity because it is completed. For example, I finished reading the book. I finished reading the book because it was completed. Maybe the book's got 100 pages. I'm up to page 99, 100. I've finished the book. I've completed the book. If in contrast I said I stopped reading the book, that means that I may not have completed reading the book. For whatever reason, I stopped reading. For example, maybe my phone rang. I stopped reading the book and answered my phone. So stop is much more sudden than finish. And the activity is normally not completed. I will probably come back to reading my book after I've finished my phone call. So stop is often used to show the temporary ceasing of an activity. It is very similar to pause. Think about a stop sign when you're driving. You pause and then you continue. Yeah, a couple more examples of this difference. I finished eating dinner and then played with my son. This means I completed my dinner. I was full, or there was no food left on my plate, and then I played with my son. If I said, Johnny stopped eating dinner and then ran to the bathroom, that would mean something much more sudden. It means Johnny had not completed his dinner. Maybe halfway through his meal, Johnny got a stomachache and felt like he was going to be sick. He stopped eating dinner and ran to the bathroom. Another way I like to explain this difference is the finish line example. So in a race, you have a finish line, not a stop line. This makes perfect sense because when you finish the race, it is completed. You ran the whole race and now you are finished. If you stop running in the race, this would have to be sudden and means that you didn't complete the race. Maybe you hurt your leg or twisted your ankle. For whatever reason, you didn't finish the race. You stopped running. So hopefully the difference between stop and finish is clear now. A little hack is that we can normally swap the words finish for complete, and the sentence still makes sense. I finished the race. I completed the race. I finished the book. I completed the book. Okay, so that's stop versus finish. They are the easier of the three to compare. Now let's take a look at the verb end. So Cambridge Dictionary defines the verb end as something that stops or finishes. So I sympathise with English learners out there trying to work this out by themselves using the dictionary alone. Let me try to break it down for you. We can use end when we talk about the point at which something no longer continues to happen or exist, even though it may not have been completed. It is final. You could say end and finish have very similar meanings, as evidenced by the dictionary definition, but while finish emphasises the completion of an activity, and emphasises the termination of an activity. I'll explain with some examples. They ended the relationship because they were always arguing. So this means the relationship will not continue. So we don't use stop. It's not a pause. And it wasn't completed. It didn't end naturally, so we don't use finish. Another example. World War II ended in 1945. We don't say it stopped because that would imply that it was a temporary stop. A pause, which it wasn't. We don't say it finished because that would mean that it was completed, like it had a clear start and finish, like the finish line in the race, which it didn't. So end is the suitable verb because end means it no longer continues to exist. It is final. We can also use and to talk about the last part of something, whether that be a period of time or an activity or a thing, often a movie or a book or a song. For example, have you seen the movie Vanilla Sky? The ending is awesome. This just means the last part is awesome. And I've used a noun there, but it still carries the same meaning as the verb. You could use the verb and say, the movie ended in an awesome way. Another distinction which can help you to choose the correct word. End cannot be followed by the gerund or the to infinitive. So you can't say, Jenny ended drying her hair and got dressed. Instead you would say, Jenny finished drying her hair and got dressed. Because finish can be followed by a gerund, but not the to infinitive. And stop can be followed by both. Alright, so you have a lot of theory now. Now you must practice it. That's where the real learning takes place. So that you can do that, I've provided a link in the description to some in-depth quizzes and tests which importantly explain why an answer is correct or incorrect. So it's like having a professional teacher in the classroom there with you. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you have any requests about how I can help you improve, please leave them in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share this video with any friends that you think could benefit from this material. And most importantly, I wish you all the best with your English goals and life goals. Cheers.